Hey guys, today we have a pretty cool video for you. We have the OnePlus 7 Pro here, and we actually have the blue version, the really cool one. And we actually have the 256 gigabytes of storage, and we have 8 gigs of RAM. So it's just a step up from the original base model. It's only actually 30 bucks more. You actually get the extra 2 gigs of RAM, and you get double the storage. It usually comes to 128, but we get the 256 one. And the screen on this one, it's a very, very nice screen. That's one of the biggest things about this. It does have the 90 hertz display. It's really hard to show you over camera and everything, but you can really feel it when you look at it, how smooth the animations are, especially compared to other phones. It's more something you can just kind of feel, a 1440p screen, so that's pretty cool too. That does actually hit the battery, and especially 90 hertz does hurt the battery too. The battery life isn't too great on it. It's really hard to say exactly how the screen on time works, and everyone's a little bit different. But I do know, especially from the OnePlus 6T, it does feel like a bit of a downgrade to maybe about 20% less, because the juice of the screen is so much more vivid and brighter, and it pushes a lot more pixels. And then if you hit the 90 hertz, it's going to crank it up as well. Also, it's a little bit hard to see, but you can kind of see the shine right there. You see that line that kind of keeps going up and down? That is actually the curve, and the curve actually does give off this reflection, and it does actually kind of get a little bit in the way and kind of annoying sometimes when you use it, especially when the apps don't support it, because most video is going to cut exactly here. I can almost draw a line with my finger. You can still see it. Most videos just cut there. So some apps you can see go all the way down, and then it looks really nice. Like here's a keyboard, and there's just the notification icons. But then when you go watch a video, you can see the black bar. There's a little bit of a black line. You kind of see that goes at the bottom there. If you stretch it out, it helps a bit, but just the native support really doesn't go all the way. Some apps don't go all the way over. Sometimes it can get kind of annoying, but this is pretty cool though when you do peel up the features right there, like the animations and stuff like that. Some apps that really do support it, it has like that peel effect. It's really cool, and it rolls up and everything. So that's pretty cool. It's just a little minor thing, but you can kind of tell, like every time I show the reflection, you can really see it. There's like a line, and it goes down every single time. Now, they also claim that it comes with a tempered glass, and this one actually did come with a factory tempered glass, but it doesn't really feel like an actual glass itself. It's just is more of like this, it's a very smooth type of, I wouldn't call it glass. It's just a very smooth material that kind of goes over your old screen, that kind of goes over your screen. It just feels like kind of like a very smooth, I wouldn't say it's drop resistant. Maybe it's a little bit of scratch resistant screen just to protect the bottom of the screen. But if you do get a scratch on here, you're going to see it on here. And of course it'll help the bottom of the screen, but it really, and we actually got this one in from the corner. It wasn't completely pushed up. We got a little bit of a bubble. That was from the factory itself. So we had to push that up and do that ourselves. So that was kind of annoying. It does, of course, come with this nice little case that actually shows the beautiful blue side of it. And I do want to talk about this one pretty cool thing. It's called Parallel Apps. So you go into Utilities, you go to Parallel Apps. And what that's actually going to do, if you have like two WhatsApp numbers that you want to use, it'll actually make two different apps for that. So if you have like one number that's a WhatsApp, and you have another number that you want to use, you don't have to use the same app. You can actually separate them and have two different notifications and two different apps for that. It's only supported on a very few things. So far, Gmail doesn't support that, even though Gmail actually does have an email switcher within the app. Only a few do support it at the moment, and I do believe it's just mainly for OnePlus users only anyway. So that's one thing that's pretty cool. Another thing that's pretty cool, actually, this natively has a screen recorder. And you don't really see that too much on new Android phones, because that's supposed to be coming in a later update for Android Q. Every phone is supposed to have native screen recording, but this one actually came with it a little bit early. That's pretty cool too. That's just a little quick rundown about this phone. Of course, I really wish I could show you guys the fluidity of this phone. It's something you never really get to see. Of course, there's the gaming phones like the Razer. One has a 120 hertz LCD display. The Asus one actually does have an AMOLED that has this 90 hertz as well. But this one, man, just the vibrancy of this and how big this is, it's so beautiful and it's amazing. So I highly recommend this phone if you ever get to check it out, especially if you're a stock Android user or you like the Pixel phones, or you want something a little bit more, or for your value for your money. You don't want to spend like 1,200 bucks. You want to get the best one you possibly can. Honestly, if I had all the money in the world, I would definitely get this phone. It's beautiful, it's awesome. You get that full screen. You don't really compromise too much. Now the one thing is, of course, is the camera a little bit isn't as good as, say, as a Pixel or a Samsung or an Apple ones, but it's still very good and it takes very nice photos as well. Alright guys, that's just a quick little rundown of what you probably should need to know about this phone. um, it looks pretty cool and everything. I just want to tell you stuff that you probably wouldn't hear anywhere in other places that no one really talks about, such as like the curve and like the tempered glass and like the parallel apps and stuff like that. But if you have any other questions, guys, just please leave us a comment below. Please like the video; it really does help us a lot. And what do you guys think of this phone? Would you guys go buy this phone? I know it's the only carrier that actually that carries it is T-Mobile, but you can of course buy it through OnePlus directly, and you can use it on any compatible GSM networks like T-Mobile, AT&T. I don't believe it's ready for Verizon yet. That's just most of the GSM phones are not. So anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching and have a good one. Bye.